Hi, beautiful fruity cutie. What's up? I just wanted to say two things real quick. Thank you so much to everyone that has downloaded my recipe book. It's totally free and it really helps me because my goal is to inspire 1 billion people to eat fruit instead of dead animal body parts. And these are the recipes that helped me go raw in 2011 and stay raw. And these recipes, they're so simple, no dehydrator required. You can get the book for free on my website. I'll leave it below. Or you can get it on Amazon if you want the hard copy, not free on Amazon because Amazon charges, a lot to publish that book. And there's photos in every page. It's a very beautiful book. Lots of photos. So if you want to get that, you can get it for free. Click the link below. Real quick. Okay, I'm going to stop touching my hair. Listen, I just got off Instagram Live with Doug Graham. Amazing interview. Doug never disappoints. And one of the best things we talked about was Tim Trader, because everyone is trying to tell me that I need to supplement with B12 because Tim Trader didn't. And now he is suffering with neurological B12 deficiency symptoms forever. But Doug actually knows Tim Trader and he lived with Tim Trader and he's known him for over 40 years. So Doug helped me understand exactly what happened because I am so sick and tired. Well, that's a lie. I'm raw, so I don't get sick or tired. But I am so over people telling me to supplement before I'm deficient. Supplements are a Band-Aid. So when you become deficient in something, that is the only time that I believe you should ever even consider supplementing. Does that make sense? Why would you supplement? That's like cutting off your breast because you might get breast cancer because breast cancer runs in your family. Some people do that. And those same people supplement before they're deficient. If you get a deficiency, that's where supplements come in handy for emergency purposes only for a very short period of time. You don't supplement before you're deficient. That causes deficiency. Am I the only one who understands this? Leave it down below if you're also like, yeah, that makes sense. Why would I supplement if I'm not deficient? And then some people say, well, you got to supplement so that you don't become deficient because it's very dangerous to get a B12 deficiency. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Just because somebody says it is doesn't mean it is. They say that meat is good for you and has protein in it. Does that mean that it is? They say milk gives you strong bones. Does it? Or does milk actually leach calcium from your bones? And the people that drink the people that consume the highest amount of dairy have the highest amount of osteoporosis in the world. And did you also know that beans leach calcium from your bones? Thanks, Dr. Furman, you motherfucker. No, I like him, but I wouldn't eat like him. I like him, but I wouldn't eat like him. Okay, so that's that on the B12. I think we're going to put it to rest unless there's any other questions on B12. Doug Graham answered all the questions. I think we're going to put it to rest. I do have a few more interviews scheduled with a few more long-term raw vegans. I'm looking for long-term raw vegans that don't supplement, at least 10 years raw. Doug has been raw for over 30 years. I think 35 years, high raw for over 40 years. He knows Tim Trader. He knows that Tim Trader actually had severe B12 deficiency symptoms for years before Tim Trader did anything about it. That's not very smart. For a doctor who's supposed to be so smart, these doctors are so smart, to go years suffering, who's doing that? If you are suffering in any way, shape, or form, get help. If you're suffering, the symptoms of a B12 deficiency, you have constant tingling in your extremities, your hands and your feet. You are hallucinating. You cannot focus. You cannot think. You are having, you taste things that you're not eating. You smell things that are not there. You hear things that are not there. You see visions. You are confused. You are, look up all the B12 deficiencies. And some of them, you're like, well, I am, because it says impatient. Doug said impatience. Well, sometimes I'm very impatient. I guess I might have a deficiency. No, you got to have all the things going on. Hallucinations, balance. You can't balance. If you're going to yoga, I do yoga every fucking day. If you're doing half moon pose, okay, revolved half moon, you don't have a fucking B12 deficiency, okay? But do you, boo? Supplement if you want to. I will be here for you when you ruin your health, supplementing, listening to everyone, listening to the fear-mongering mainstream society, listening to people who are not raw, who are not healthy, who don't look good, who aren't in good health, listening to those people and doing what they do, you're going to get what they get. If that's what you want. But Tim Trader, he had symptoms for years. The raw food diet did not cause his B12 deficiency, or else Doug would be dead. All these people would be dead that I interviewed. Okay? I'm going to talk to Orville Douglas. I think he's over 30 years fruitarian. He would be dead. Actually, I don't know how long he's been fruitarian. Somebody let me know. But I think he's in his 60s, and I think he started a while ago. Ann Osborne would be dead. Who else? Lauren Lockman, over 30 years raw. He'd be dead. Professor Spira, 23 years vegan. He'd be dead. Ms.FitVegan, 15 years. I took B12 a few times in the past 15 years. It made me feel weird. I got a little dizzy. I had a headache. I was like, no, not for me. So I stopped. I'm not deficient. And I know I'm not deficient because I don't have those symptoms. So check out my interview with Doug. I'll put the full interview up very, very soon, but I'll leave a little clip below so you can hear Doug talk about Tim Trader and exactly what happened with Tim, because he's the only raw vegan that is suffering from a B12 deficiency. And the reason why, and by the way, Doug says you can reverse a B12 deficiency within 48 hours of supplementation. So why are we so worried? We're so worried because of marketing. Marketing has made you worried. And that's the same exact marketing agencies that are having you take fucking protein powder. What a waste. Empty calories. No nutrition. Dead on the shelf. Zero life force. If you are raw and you're taking supplements or protein powder, you are truly confused. Because if you're into the raw food diet, you agree and you learned that it has to be alive for it to have any type of nutrition, life force, vitamins, minerals, nutrients. And if you're taking something from a can or a bag or a bottle, a powder, a pill, that's dead. It can't go bad because it already went bad. I know it has an expiration date of 2 years from now, but it actually never expires. It never expires. They put the expiration date on there to make you think that it's fresh, but it can't be fresh, and it has zero of anything usable to your body. Zero. I hope that you start to use your common sense. I hope that you unsubscribe if you don't like me. Don't leave a comment, just unsubscribe. And if you do like me and you like common sense and you're here for it, then let me know below. And also, if you have anyone that you recommend I interview that's been raw for at least 10 years, not falling for the great supplement scam, let me know. And yeah, I got some good videos coming up soon, by the way. I just saw Marcus Rothkrans. I'm not sure how to say that name. Rothkrans. I don't know if there's an N in there. I just saw his What I Eat in a Day, and I think I got to do my first review. I think I got to do it. And I hope he doesn't get upset. I don't know if there's like copyright strikes because I've never done one, but it just was out of control. It was out of control. I just got to comment. I have a lot to say about it. Woo! I don't know. But check out my interview with Doug, and it was really good. I love you guys so much. Marcus seems like a really nice guy, by the way, but his diet is just very confusing. I can't understand it. Love you guys. Let me know your thoughts on the Tim Trader situation, and if there's any other raw vegans you could think of that I can interview, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, boo.